How's it going, everybody? Zelly here with the second game of the night. Welcome to Memphis, Tennessee, as the Kings of Memphis are going to be hosting the Czechia Binaries. Got another great game from me tonight against this McBotterson group, against the Memphis Kings, led by GM Joe Burrow. A lot of you guys may remember Joe Burrow. He's a former GM of the Reykjavik Frost Giants, who was formerly known as the Reykjavik Bears, Iceland Bears, whatever you may want to call them. He stepped down mid-season last year, and he's making a return right here with the Kings. And let's see how his development league debut is going to turn out, as Greg Gates returns the ball to the 50, and the Kings are going to get started out with a fullback dive right there to McBotterson. So what we have here, guys, is a developmental league. It's getting those younger guys on the field early. You know, we used to use the waiver wire. Now what we're doing, those guys that join the league after post-draft, we're getting them a chance to get on the field, get reps. So just hang out with us tonight as we go into the second game. I know it's going to be a great one. As we enter the second possession right here for the Czechia Binaries, as they find a McBotterson right here at the 35-yard line. It's going to be a 2nd and 5 on a 5-yard pickup right here. And a few things I want to note. Some key players I definitely want to watch. Saquon Barkley, the running back of Memphis, is definitely a guy to keep your eyes on. Young Skinny Schlong, the quarterback of Memphis, is a guy I want you to keep your eyes on. Dogwood Maple is definitely a lethal receiver. Definitely keep your eyes on him. And with that said, I want to give a big shout out to our commissioner, TLK. He does a lot of great things, man. He's the creator, the commissioner, the do-it-all of this league, man, and he's done a great job. He coached me through this. This is my first night streaming, but I want to give a big shout-out to him, a big shout-out to Paul and Van on their first win tonight, as Greg Gates is going to be returning the punt right here. Big shout-out to Joe Burrow, Mongoose, who took the ideas. A lot of guys had this idea to get this development league going. He kind of constructed it and got us in a good way, to get this thing started. And that's going to be Schlong steps back, and that's going to be a drop pass right there. That's going to be Dogwood Maple. You're not going to see him drop a lot of passes, so a red drop right there as he hands it off to Saquon Barkley, and that's going to end up in a 4th and 5 as the punt team comes on. That's the end of the quick first half. We're all tied up right here. Czechia 0, Memphis 0. Let's see if we can get something going right here from both teams, as Czechia is going to get the ball right here at the 23-yard line. They're setting up in a shotgun formation. McBotterson's back. He steps back in the pocket. He's going to look for a man. He finds a wide open McBotterson. He's going to pick up about an 8-yard gain right there for a 2nd and short. And really looking forward to seeing this Memphis group. I think they are, to our counterpart, the Mississippi Railroaders that we saw earlier tonight. I think they have the better defense. Only time will tell about that. But I'm very excited to see what their defense is going to be able to do. They got guys like Gergo Gates over there, Mike Wilson, Ben Clawhauser, Jerry Thomas, Greg Gates, not to be mistaken for Grego Gates, and also defensive back Forrest Gump. So let's just see what they're going to be able to do defensively, as McBotterson makes a man miss, but that's not going to be good enough. It's going to bring up a 4th and 5 right here, so they're going to bring out the punt team, and that's going to be Greg Gates. It's going to be Grego Gates back right here to return the punt. He's going to take it to about the 31-yard line for a first down, Memphis Kings. Let's see if the Memphis Kings can get something going. It's going to be a play-action fake right here to Saquon Barkley. Has a finds. That's going to be Caitlin Catawise right there. Caitlin Catawise is he's going to have a lot of different looks because of what Dogwood Maple is able to do. So keep your eyes on Catawise for sure. One thing about Burrow, he likes to get his running backs involved, so we're going to see a lot of, it's not going to be as much of an air raid as we've seen in the game with Memphis. Burrow believes in, a ground and pound offense, and we're going to see Barkley get a lot of touches tonight, as he should. He's a great running back. It's 2-minute warning right here in a second, and it's going to be another 4th down, as Memphis is going to have to punt right here. And, oh, man, was that? Oh, okay. Sorry about that, guys. I thought Memphis actually had a chance to recover the ball. It looked like a Czechia player that touched the ball, but I guess not. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 right here. They're in a single back formation. It's going to be a play action pass right here. Finds a man over the middle, but that's a great defensive play right there. I believe that was going to be Jerry Thomas right there on the defense. Great play right here. McBaderson's going to step back again. He finds a man on the sideline. What a great catch to keep that playing ball, but that's going to keep the clock running as we're under a minute and a quarter in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 right here. McBaderson lines up in the shotgun. It's going to be a dive up the middle, and it's stuffed super quick right there. That's going to be Ben Clawhauser right there on the stop. Big stop right here, bringing up a 3rd and long. McBaderson steps back. He finds a man wide open. That's going to be a first down as time continues to tick. We're under 45 seconds left right now in this first half as Czechia is looking to move the ball down the field. And there's stuff right here just over the line of scrimmage right there on that next play. Let's see if we can get some points in this first half as McBaderson thinks he has a man, but it's underthrown. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 right here on the 47 as Czechia is just going to hand this ball off. Maybe they're just saying, hey, we're going to take this thing. Let's just get to the half. So they're going to actually give Memphis a chance. Ooh, that's a nice punt. Memphis may want to be careful about what they do here. They're on their own 7-yard line. Let's see what they're going to do. And no, Skinny Sloan is going to step back. He finds a man wide open. That's Dogwood Maple. Oh, and it's just not going to be enough time right there, but great play right there. Seeing a little spark at the end of the half. Let's go ahead and just take a quick look at the stats. Skinny Sloan only stepping back for 3 attempts, 45 yards. Body McBaderson 6 for 10, 48. Let's get back into the action, guys, because I feel like things are about to crank up as Memphis is going to get this ball. Let's see if they can find some things and do some things and get the ball down the wood as Dogwood Maple returns the kick to about the 33-yard line. And again, they're handing it off to Saquon Barkley, but he's stuffed for a loss right there of 4 yards. That's going to be tough. And that's one thing, like I said, Joe Burrow believes in the run, but at some point they're going to have to air it out, and that's what they do on the very next play as a very good Skinny Sloan finds McBaderson on the sideline, but they're going right back to that run with Barkley as he picks up maybe 2 yards on the play. So it's going to make it a 2nd and 8 right here, and it's going to be a play action pass. And that's one thing, running the ball the way the Kings are doing right now. It's going to open up that play action pass, but they're going to have guys making plays, and that's something they haven't had right now. As, oh my goodness, Dogwood Maple makes a catch and makes a man miss, and he takes one to the house. Skinny Sloan, the Dogwood Maple. I told you guys to be on the lookout for that connection right there, and there it is, a big one right there as they open up the first touchdown for the Memphis Kings in this developmental league as they go up 6-0 as the extra point was missed. But man, what a play. You can expect that from Dogwood Maple and definitely from Skinny Sloan to be finding each other like that all night. And I'm surprised that it took to the second half, but man, I knew Dogwood Maple had that kind of playability as McBaderson is stuffed right there. That's going to be Mike Wilson on the tackle as McBaderson takes a quick little pitch right here, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Let's see if this Kings team can really get going, see if they can get a stop right here. As McBaderson steps back, he throws, he finds a wide open McBaderson. It's going to be a first down just shy of the 50-yard line at the 47. Sets up a 1st and 10 for the Czechia Binaries. It's going to be a handoff to McBaderson right there, and he's stuffed quick, not giving up nothing. This Memphis defense is really turning it on, really showing that, hey, offense, you got us 6 points. We can do the rest from here. 3rd and 10 right here. Let's see if Czechia can make something happen as Botterson makes one man miss, but he's stuffed. That's not going to get it. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 8 as the punt team comes on. And the Memphis Kings are looking to actually get something started now as Greg Gates is going to return the kick right here. It's going to put him at the 39-yard line. And let's see if they continue to go with the run. No, they're going to step back and pass as he finds his favorite target, Dogwood Maple. He drops another pass. So that's 2 big drops by Dogwood Maple. Even though he made that big play, he's that's that youngest that we're gonna see in this development league. We're gonna see, guys drop routine passes like that, and and that's just a part of growing and becoming a better player. As Sloan right there, he finds Saquon Barkley for a short pickup, just short of the first down. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 3. But what a punt! Oh my goodness, coffin corner at their own 2. Czechia, you better watch out because the Kings are on the move. What a beautiful punt right there. And man, the backs are against the wall in Czechia, but they're still throwing it back. And that's going to bring up a very quick 3rd down. And man, if I'm McBotterson, I'm sweating right now as he's got his back up against the wall. But he finds a wide open McBotterson. That's going to be a 1st down and more as he takes the ball to at least the 20-yard line. That's going to end the 3rd quarter. We're going into the 4th quarter, guys. Let's get 4s down in the chat. 5 minutes left in this ball game. And Memphis Kings lead 6-0 as they eat up McBotterson for a 4-yard loss right there. We have a great game on our hands, guys. Let's see if Czechia can get something going as they take a big shot down the field, but it's broken up. We got 3 Memphis Kings defenders in the area, and they say, no, 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 not in our house. McBotterson's going to step back. He's taking another shot deep, but great coverage once again. That's going to be Benjamin Clawhauser, a guy that's probably going to, you could probably say is going to be the leader of this defense along with Greg Gaze. And that's going to, let's see what we have here. We have a offensive penalty, so that's going to bring up a turnover on downs. The Memphis Kings getting in beautiful, great field position as they hand it off to Saquon Barkley as he just barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a pitch out to Barkley on the next play, and he's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards right there for a 3rd and 6. Let's see if they air it out to try to get some more, to try to secure this lead a little bit. No, they're going, and that's the thing about Burrow. He's going to believe in his running back the same way he did in Center Kobakawa, and he's using that same approach that he did with the Bears, and that's going to get him at least 3 points as a 27-yard field goal is going to be good. The Memphis Kings go up 9-0. 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Let's see if Czechia can get something going on offense as they are yet to get in the red zone or not. Going to be a 1st and 10 right here. A pitch out to McBotterson as he gets some good blocking right there as he picks up about 8 yards on the ground. It's going to make it a 2nd and short right here. And McBotterson's going to hand it off to him again. And he barely they're going to say he lost a yard right there. So it brings up a 3rd and 3 as they hand it off to him again. But the Memphis defense says, what? You trying to do what? And they get a big stop right there. And they go back to him again. But nope. Once again, that Memphis Kings defense brings up a big stop, and they're going to get the ball back. 2-minute warning, 2 minutes left in this 4th quarter game. Memphis Kings looking to hold this one out as Sloan's going to step back, finds Barkley. He gets a good block. What a play right there. That was a great job of Skinny finding Barkley up the sideline for a big game. Now he's just going to pitch it out, and Barkley's going to do his thing, and now you see that Czechia defense, they're getting tired. Barkley's steady, just running that thing. He's running that thing, toting that pill. So they're getting a good dose of Saquon Barkley tonight. I think that's what Burrow's wanting to see. That the Kings defense done a great job of holding Czechia tonight. And, when you got a game plan, stick to it. And that's what Burrow done, and it's worked. As they're going to pitch it back out to Barkley again as he's going to be stopped behind the line. But I don't think it's going to matter as it brings up a 3rd and 2. As the clock winds down, we are less than a minute left in this game with the Memphis Kings leading 9-0. And, Skinny's just going to let this clock wind down, guys. That's pretty much going to do it. Czechia not even going to try to prolong the game, not even going to try to call a timeout. They're just going to lay down and say, hey, this one's over. We'll get them next time. And Saquon Barkley makes a man miss, picks up a 1st down, and now Czechia decides to call a timeout. I kind of want to see, it's a fumble. Oh, wow, it's a fumble, but luckily Dogwood Maple is able to pick it right back up. But, man, that could have, I'm not going to say it could have been costly, but it kind of makes you think, if Czechia would have been using their timeouts, kind of stopping the clock. And that's going to wind it down, guys. And that's going to be a Memphis Kings win, 9-0. Nothing special, nothing crazy. Skinny Sloan does his thing, 6 for 9, 136 yards, 1 touchdown on the day. Grego Gay, 7 big tackles on the night. Darwood Maple, 2 catches, 75 yards for a touchdown. Team leaders tonight, Saquon Barkley, 17 touches, 32 yards. Hey, not the best day, but they continue to give it to him. It wore that Czechia defense down, and that's the type of stuff you want to do. As let's take a look at these defensive stats. You see Gase, 7 tackles, Clawhauser, 6 tackles, Wilson, 2 tackles with that big sack early into the game. And that's going to do it, guys, for the first week of the opener of the SCFSL Developmental League. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm your host, Zelly Cummins. Be back next week for another round of developmental games. If you haven't joined the Discord, make you a player. We're getting young guys on the field. That's what this league is all about. Everyone have a great night. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'm out.